Welcome back to my channel. Today we will discuss some MCQs on dengue. Let's dive right in. The causative agent for dengue fever is A. Rhabdovirus, B. Alphavirus, C. Flavivirus, D. Tegavirus. So the correct answer is Flavivirus. Dengue belongs to family of Flaviviridae and the genus is Flavivirus. Basically, it has 4 serotypes DEN 1 to DEN 4. An infection with one serotype provides lifelong immunity only against that particular serotype. Which of the following findings supports dengue hemorrhagic fever, DHF? A. Jaundice and renal failure. B. Thrombocytopenia and hemoconcentration. C. Fever, myalgia, and rash. D. Thrombocytosis and leukocytosis. So the correct answer is thrombocytopenia and hemoconcentration. DHF involves low platelets and raised hematocrit, greater than 20%, due to plasma leakage. The mainstay of treatment for dengue fever is A. Antibiotics, B. Supportive therapy with fluids, C. Antiviral drugs, D. Corticosteroids. So the answer is supportive therapy with fluids. There is no specific antivirals. The treatment is based mainly on the fluid therapy. Moniotin and paracetamol can be given for fever. Also, NSAIDs should be avoided to avoid the bleeding risks. The vector of dengue fever is A. Anopheles mosquito, B. Aedes aegypti mosquito, C. Culex mosquito, D. Mansonia mosquito. So the answer is Aedes aegypti mosquito. Also known as tiger mosquito. It is a day-biting mosquito which breeds in clean stagnant water like coolers, buckets, etc. The incubation period of dengue virus infection is A. 1 to 3 days, B. 4 to 10 days, C. 11 to 14 days, D. 2 to 3 weeks. So the answer for this question is 4 to 10. Symptoms usually occurs within 4 to 10 days after the mosquito bite. The hallmark laboratory finding in dengue hemorrhagic fever, DHF, is A. Leukocytosis, B. Thrombocytopenia, C. Neutrophilia, D. Eosinophilia. So the correct answer is thrombocytopenia. A platelet count less than 100,000 per cubic millimeter. This occurs because the virus suppresses bone marrow and destroys platelets through immune mechanisms. Another important feature is hemoconcentration, reflected as an increase in hematocrit by more than 20% due to plasma leakage from capillaries. So this is a hallmark laboratory finding for DHF. The gold standard test for diagnosis of dengue virus infection is A. NS1 antigen test, B. IgM ELISA, C. Virus isolation, D. RT-PCR. So the correct answer is RT-PCR. The gold standard test for detecting dengue is RT-PCR, which identifies the virus's RNA in the early stage of infection. However, in real-life clinical practice, the NS1 antigen test is used more frequently because it's simple, fast, and effective. The NS1 antigen becomes positive during the first 1 to 5 days of fever. That's the early phase when the virus is actively circulating in the blood. After day 5, the IgM antibody, ELISA test, starts to show positivity, indicating that the body's immune system is responding to the infection. The IgM remains detectable for about 2 to 3 months, helping in late diagnosis or retrospective confirmation. The most common cause of death in severe dengue DHF is A. Encephalitis, B. Pulmonary embolism, C. Hypovolemic shock due to plasma leakage, D. disseminated intravascular coagulation. So the correct answer is hypovolemic shock due to plasma leakage. In severe dengue or dengue shock syndrome, the body's blood vessels become leaky due to increased vascular permeability. This means plasma, the fluid part of blood, starts leaking out into the tissues, causing a drop in the amount of blood circulating in the body, a condition called hypovolemia. When this happens, the body doesn't get enough blood and oxygen, leading to shock, which is a life-threatening emergency. The most important and life-saving step in such cases is timely fluid resuscitation, usually with crystalloids, like normal saline or Ringer's lactate. Giving fluids at the right time helps restore blood volume, stabilize blood pressure, and save the patient's life. Tourniquet test in dengue is used to detect A. Thrombocytopenia, B. Plasma leakage, C. Capillary fragility, D. Hypertension. So the correct answer is capillary fragility. The tourniquet test, also called the Rumpel test, is used to check how fragile your capillaries are. In simple terms, it shows if your small blood vessels are leaky or weak. A blood pressure cuff is tied around your arm and inflated to a level midway between your systolic and diastolic pressure, that's between your top and bottom BP numbers. It's kept that way for about 5 minutes. After that, the doctor looks at your skin. If more than 20 small red dots, called petechiae, appear in an area about 1 square inch, the test is positive. A positive test means your capillaries are fragile, a common finding in dengue hemorrhagic fever, DHF. Secondary dengue infection with a different serotype increases the risk of A. Meningitis, B. Severe dengue, DHF-DSS, C. Chronic infection, D. Liver cirrhosis. So the correct answer is severe dengue. This happens because of a process called antibody-dependent enhancement, or ADE. In simple terms, when a person gets dengue for the second time with a different serotype of the virus, the antibodies made during the first infection don't neutralize the new virus. Instead, these old antibodies help the new virus enter immune cells more easily. This makes the body's immune system overreact, causing more inflammation, more capillary leakage, and greater damage to blood vessels. As a result, the risk of developing dengue hemorrhagic fever, DHF, or dengue shock syndrome, DSS, becomes much higher during a secondary infection. Thank you. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your medical friends. Stay healthy, stay curious, and see you in the next video.